Welcome back to BYU Sports Station. We are live in Studio B, and it just feels different in here, Jerem, because gold has entered the building. Yes. Speaking of, Heather Olmstead, gold medal winning coach of USA Volleyball with us. Congratulations.
Yeah, the U21.
U21 gold.
Let's go.
In Costa Rica.
Yeah, they did a great job with the medals, and it's heavy and it's awesome.
It has some heft to it.
It's beautiful. So very, very proud, happy for the team.
It's awesome. You were literally in Costa Rica yesterday.
Yep.
You woke up.
Yep.
You got back home.
Yep.
And we're going to talk about it in the next segment, show some pictures, but Tom Holmoe's retirement ceremony. You were there. I was
amazing.
like, you must have woken up and got here.
Yeah,
quick.
what an incredible opportunity for all of us to show gratitude towards Tom. I want to say congrats on his retirement. And he hired me, he believed in me. He's given me these opportunities to do things like this, which are priceless for me. So wishing him the best in his retirement, and love him and Lori.
Hopefully you get a rest a little bit now.
Yeah.
Because you win hard.
You're going home to sleep after this.
Yeah, I get ahead into season. That's the best rest there is.
You guys start Monday, right?
Yeah, we're excited. We start Monday, and we're going to hit the ground running. So really excited and can't wait to get together with the team.
Wow. An interesting offseason, to say the least. It's been busy. And you've been doing this with Team USA for a while, to your credit, because you're a valued member of the volleyball community and in the USA banner. What made this trip to Costa Rica and this tournament maybe different than the others that you've been with Team USA in some capacity?
Yeah, it was an incredible opportunity. Last year was my first year as a head coach for U21, so this is my second year, so it felt a little bit more seasoned, more prepared, knowing what to expect. Went in with a little bit more understanding of the process of the training. We had 18 players last week in Colorado to get down to the 12 to then take them to Costa Rica. We also went to Canada last year, which was great, not so much of an international feeling. It was very close to where we train, but going to a foreign country, having to deal with some adversity, which we had a lot of rain, and there was some adversity with the gym, and being able to keep our focus. Those things were interesting, and it's part of what you're going to see when you play international volleyball. And so being able to live those lessons live with these players and the staff was pretty cool. But just a little bit more knowledge heading into year two, knowing what to expect, but still the same excitement and joy, and getting a gold medal is always just such a gratitude feeling.
Never a bad thing to win a gold.
Never.
What happened with the gym and weather?
Yeah, it was very rainy, very humid, and so you're just, we have such great resources, floor wipers. They had great floor wipers, but different things, little leaky things, nothing on their end, but just things happen, and very, very rainy over there. And so it's just a lot of moisture, and we've experienced that here in college, where you've got to do a lot of things to overcome that. And then just good players that you don't know what team's going to bring what players. They don't know who we're going to bring. So not really being able to scout, not really knowing the coaches and the style that you're going to see, and it's kind of a surprise. And you get to go along with the tournament and do the best you can with the team that you've had for 2 weeks.
So it teaches you to adapt, maybe
Absolutely.
not only to the facility, but to the.
Yeah.
I can't scout you like I normally would, watch matches.
Lean into being uncomfortable, whether it's the food, whether it's the situation. We were walking from the hotel, which was beautiful, to the facility, and we had buses. Everything about it's a little different, and it's great just to be able to adapt and to problem solve and run into some issues, and then say, hey, we can pivot here, and we can still be great and bring the USA brand to the world.
You adapted into an undefeated record, and of course, the gold medal. You beat Chile in straight sets in three.
Pretty comfortably, I might add.
Yes, like
never comfortable.
Not for the head coach. The score looked. The margin was big.
Never comfortable, but it was exciting, and we played Chile in the pool play, so we knew them, we knew their players, we knew they were a great team, and they're a great serving team. So the scout was prepared. Our coaching staff did a great job, and our players were excited. Just we had some national team members send videos that really inspired our players. Just, hey, you never know when you're going to get this opportunity again to put on the USA jersey.
Like senior national team players?
Dana Retke, Morgan Hentz, Amy Skinner, and those videos were in our group chat.
That's
and
cool.
those are players and positions our players on our U21 team are aspiring to become.
Yes.
Those are their role models. Those are the girls on the senior national team. We're all a part of the national team. It's just in an age group form, and they're aspiring to be on the actual women's national team, such as Ronnie Jones-Perry, who is part of the national team this summer.
Yep, which is pretty cool.
That's my next question. We're going to ask you about RJP as well, but when you look at your U21 squad, what kind of a jump are these very good players going to need to make if they want to see their dreams come true with the senior women's national team?
Absolutely. I mean, it's part about being a pro. What does that look like? How professional can you be on these trips, these experiences? Our team was extremely mature. We had an unbelievable staff. We had Keith Smith at TCU, we had Megan Hajizi at Penn State, just won a national championship last year. So the professionalism is pretty high, and so can these players be professional? They were, and then understanding and helping them see this is what it's going to take to get to the next level, whether it's nutrition, whether it's scouting, whether it's performance, whether it's technical. We were able to give them some evaluations on their play. Hey, this is what it's going to look like to go to the next level. And they receive it really well. They're very coachable, and they really aspire to be, the best they can be.
And as a follow-up, how is Ronnie Jones-Perry doing?
She's great.
I mean, we're watching her.
She's crushing it.
You know her better than most.
She's crushing it. She was with the team in Poland for the VNL finals and in their match against Italy. And I mean, what a superstar. She has just been so solid all summer for Team USA, a part of their team, part of their group, training, flying over the country. She keeps in touch. So we're just happy for her. And she just keeps getting better. She's going to come back to love Salt Lake. We'll get to see her again locally. A bunch of Cougs there.
Yes.
So
bunch of Cougs, which is
we're
fun.
excited
Mary
about
Lake
that. But she just keeps getting better. Her growth mindset and how good she wants to be, it's a credit to her.
That's awesome. It's fun to see the professional opportunities increase domestically with volleyball here, which is great. Is it fun? Is it awkward to have Big 12 people on the staff? And then there were two players, I think, Noemi Glover from ASU and then Cameron Gabadlo from Utah. That's fun because you'll interact with them in season.
It's pretty incredible what USA does to bring communities from all over the country, and then your interconference and some situations where it's like, okay, this could be interesting, this could be awkward, but when you put on the USA and you put on a shirt, you put on a jersey, you put on a jacket, it all just goes away, and we see each other as people and humans, and they're trying to make the team, and I'm trying to pick the best team, and we're trying to work together, and so all that kind of goes away, and then you look around, and you're like, oh, hey, I'll see you in a little bit, we're gonna be able to joke, and we're now closer. We have this experience together that bonded us for life.
Yes.
That was incredibly special, and I think that's really cool and unique, and I think USA does a great job bringing the volleyball community together.
Heather Olmstead, BYU women's head volleyball coach and the Team USA U21 head coach with us on BYU Sports Nation, rocking that gold. You have some budding superstars, not just budding, straight up superstars on your BYU squad. They're getting a lot of attention, notably Claire Little and Suli Davis. You've been very outspoken about how mature they are. So why do you feel like they're ready for the increased spotlight?
Yeah, I think, being so young last year, I'm excited to see how we have grown. What have we learned from last year? How have we matured? And I think our team's ready just to put some of that to the test this year. And I think Suli's opportunity with USA on the U19 team playing in Worlds, I know you guys had her on here last week. Something about her is how resilient she's been in not making that roster for 2 years. To have the resiliency and the ability to go back again and say, I'm gonna try again, and I'm gonna do it this time, and then to have the experience that she did, that's gonna serve us well and serve her well for her career. But it's definitely gonna bring something to us, that edginess and that just, hey, I'm never gonna give up, that never say fight attitude. And then you combine that with Claire and her experience and her fight, and you saw what she did last year, and a lot of times was putting us on her back as well as some other players. We've got Ellie and BK and Alex and all these players that contributed. I could go on. It's really always a team effort. But I think we had a great spring and a good summer. We're excited to get back together on Monday and see what this group can do and really put our maturity to the test.
I hope you get a solid nap or two in the next few days before the season begins.
Yeah,
practice
right.
on
She's getting
Monday.
ready for everything next week.
You deserve a break because you've done great work this summer. Thanks, Heather.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thanks
Thank you.
coming in.
Gold medal winner.